mindset, coming from this generation that you're talking about that has been largely affected, that back then it was maliza shule pata A, enda kuwa daktari, ama enda kuwa mwalimu, ama enda kuwa engineer. That this society is treating the younger ones differently. They're allowed to do whatever they want. Go become a dancer on TikTok and make your money. Has society changed? Or what are you saying? What happened to the mindset?
Yes, sure, friend. The society has really changed, actually. And actually, even the millennials, the people who studied the 844, they are not waiting for the government to come and sort out their problem. They have known now how to sort out their own issues and the problem. They are not waiting now for people to at least create their jobs, because however we discuss or say the young people, they are also, they try to be adaptive. And the best thing with I studied another technical skill, or a skill on humanitarian logistics and international development. It may align more on my political science, but that's not what I was taught in classroom. I might have a knowledge of it, but getting out to the industry, it's my own effort to dig deeper onto what I need to focus on. And I think it has been very helpful for me also to learn on the School of International Sales, and try to open up markets for the Kenyan goods internationally, especially the Kenyan teas, and also try to navigate market access for new clients into the country or to the East African Republic. But that said and done, we have a very big issue with now the government there, the goodwill of the government to create opportunities for the young people. And I'm saying that with an experience of so many young people in these industries, but they have no support from the government. You'll find that maybe you want to liaise with a ministry or a certain agency, but they are not maybe willing to accommodate whatever you're having. Another issue is also on the government policies, the way he said, because we do not need 100 doctors who are earning 1 million, and we have 400 others who are unemployed. We need the 500 employed that is earning each 200,000. And it is possible, because what we need to do is to, we have a very big issue on the health sector, and it is evidence that we have a very big issue in the health sector. For example, the health sector. And you can see that even the sharing of the beds by the patients, also where we need to not only now where we need now to pump or to serve nurses, or to pump nurses into the society, rather than now trying to invite patients now into the hospitals. I think this is a very deep debate that we need to open up as a Kenya, and we need to open this debate at such a time when we are engineering and reinventing the leadership and governance of this country, because we have a very big issue. The way you're saying, even we have a very hurtful number of teachers who are still not absorbed into the market, and those who are not absorbed, the government is not willing to adopt them or adapt them now into the permanent and pensionable. We have seen these teachers from the CBC.
Don't you think that is part of the problem? This permanent pensionable, that kind of belief that this is how I should work, I should be employed by a certain organization on pensionable terms and all these things. Are we not unconsciously looking down on issues around self-employment? I don't know why it's being shunned upon, and issues like the Juakali sector, which have produced even millionaires as well.
Sure. And
they don't have those permanent and pensionable terms.
The sector actually, it's a booming, but for example, for the teacher, of course, the industry accommodates and adapt permanent and pensionable. So there is no reason as to why you should tell a young teacher or a young graduate that you should not be absorbed in permanent and pensionable. It's a very different case to the technical, the Juakali industry. That sector, it's informal, and that's why the government is supporting the informal sector. But for the formal sector, if the industry or the sector absorbs such kind of, it has that room to accommodate such kind of young people, then we should have such kind of people absorbed by the government, and it is possible. What we need to do is to have a real-time solutions to a problem. You have heard the president saying that maybe we do not even need to be educated. You can see now the perception, because that ni kumaanisha.
And he got a lot of criticism for saying that.
Yeah, at a masomo hi-fi, you know, that kind of a disrespect to the education system, the disrespect to those who are educated, of course, it's killing the motivation of the young people. That's why
don't you think that
education
is part of the
system
problem
in this country it's becoming
maybe what the president said was a bit
serious.
Maybe it's the way he said it, but don't you think it's true that we pursue education or graduate education without necessarily understanding what is coming at the end? Yet people who pursue technical training, they understand what they're going to become at the end, what skill they will be offering this economy. Don't you think that that is a problem? Maybe the president just said it in a way that was not palatable.
Well, honestly, I think probably the president was saying that to campaign for his Nyota program. But honestly, I'll still go back to saying that all this is based on the economy. When you said that maybe the people who don't want to be plumbers, the people who don't want to be maids, housemaids, or other house managers.
I didn't talk about house managers. I talked about plumbers, where you go to school and train and get a technical skill for something, not just menial jobs for the sake of it. Proper training for a skill. Yeah.
Well, if you look at the people who usually converge at KICC when the CS of Labor, Alfred Mutua, calls for job applications, you see the number of people arriving there wanting to get that job opportunity. You look at the number of people who go even to the US. You can find someone had a very good job here, white-collar job, but when they go to the US, what they're going to do is going to take care of the elderly people. So you find that they are going there not because that has always been their dream job. They're going there because the economy is better there, and with the economy better there, the pay is better. So if the economy were to be better here in the country, I don't see why people would be going against those jobs.
Would you, for example, if the economy was better in Kenya, would you, for example, work as a barber? Given the level of education you have, if a barber makes more money, would you become a barber?
Yeah, why not? Because, you know, at the...
Have you considered it? Or
No, I actually would go for it because, you know, at the end of the day, we are not living to impress people. We are living to sustain ourselves, and especially as a man, to sustain your own family. So I'd rather be a barber and probably make 300,000 per month than being, let's say, a doctor and I'm making 80,000 per month.
Exactly. And it's that mindset that I want us to